Picking 3 running backs in a row in fantasy football is a very risky draft strategy, but if it pays off, you're going to win your leagues, and I'm going to show you a mock draft showing you why. So obviously, I try to grab running back in the first round. Chris McCaffrey is my go-to guy. Literally wearing a Chris McCaffrey jersey right now. Love Chris McCaffrey this year. I'm serious when I say I would pick him over any player in fantasy this year other than Jamar Chase. So if I had pick number 2, I would literally take Chris McCaffrey. That is how high I am on Chris McCaffrey. I love his upside. He's a great player. So expect big things from C-Mac this year. So yeah, this is an easy pick for me with Chris McCaffrey. So not pick 16. I would try to grab Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Chase Brown, all those types of guys I would try to grab. Look at Brian Thomas goes, Puka Nacua, Nico Collins, and then probably AJ Brown. No, Drake London goes. So that leaves me with Jonathan Taylor. I really like Jonathan Taylor this year. I'm a huge Jonathan Taylor fan. With Anthony Richardson, he really wasn't that great. He was a good running back, though. At the end of the season, pretty sure he got like 174 yards and like 2 touchdowns. Trust Jonathan Taylor this year. Now with Daniel Jones starting at quarterback, he's going to pop off at the start. I guess we'll see if Daniel Jones keeps that spot. But I don't know. Maybe he won't. And then Trey McBride goes. Lab McConkey. So it's going to leave me probably with Derrick Henry. I'm actually going to be able to snag Derrick Henry. Even if I couldn't snag Derrick Henry, I probably would have been able to get Chase Brown. So I will take Derrick Henry there, and there we go, right? You get all 3 of your elite running backs, Chris McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, and Derrick Henry, although I don't think Derrick Henry will really fall that far. So that'll pick 36. I need to pick wide receivers, obviously. I do like Jaden Daniels a lot this year, so maybe if he falls to me, I'll think about picking him. He does not fall to me, so that sucks. But, now, look at this, right? This is an interesting selection of people. I would think about reaching on DJ Moore, but I'm good on that, right? So now I would take, thinking Garrett Wilson is probably my guy, but I also like George Kittle here, man. I like George Kittle a lot, and I know I've been picking Tyler Warren late in a lot of my leagues, but George out of all these guys, man, George Kittle is the guy that I'm the fan of the most, and I don't ever really pick George Kittle in these just because I'm such a fan of Tyler Warren late. But I'll pick George Kittle, man. He's got insanely good upside. Obviously, we know how good George Kittle is. If he can just stay healthy, he'll be the tight end one, probably. And now with this pick, right, I'm picking DJ Moore. No doubt about that. I'm super high on DJ Moore this year. Gadget player coming in, and Ben Johnson's offense, they're using him a lot in the backfield, jet sweeps, touch passes, all that stuff is where DJ Moore shines. So you get DJ Moore there. He's going to be an amazing wide receiver this year. I trust him a lot. And so now here is between Calvin Ridley and I'm a Panthers fan. Got to pick Cedric McMillan. I love his upside. You can say whatever you want. It's probably a little biased, but I really do like Cedric McMillan this year, man. I have great expectations for him, man. He's in a pretty big wide receiver room. But I trust him a lot this year, man. I really like George Pickens a lot this year. No doubt about it. I'm picking George Pickens. I like George Pickens just because he's a T. Higgins type player, right? In a pass-heavy offense, he's a wide receiver 1 with an elite wide receiver. Or he's in a pass-heavy offense, he's a wide receiver 2 with an elite wide receiver 1, right? That's just what you're getting out of George Pickens. So not to pick 76. Surprised Jameson Williams is still here, even though I'm not going to pick him. Between Jacoby Myers and Chris Olave. I'm a huge fan of Chris Olave this year, so I will be picking Chris Olave. I still need a quarterback, and I know who I want to grab. I'm not going to say it just yet, but now pick 85. Probably try to pick Tyrone Tracy just as a trustworthy running back. Right? I just need one just in case one of the guys goes down that I currently have. So I'll take that for sure. And then at pick 96, I want to grab Emeka Egbuka. Hopefully he falls to me, man. I'm super high on Emeka Egbuka this year. So Jalen McMillan confirmed neck injury, so he's going to be out till week 9. So trust Emeka Egbuka. He's going into the year as a wide receiver 2. Getting that spot over Mike Evans. Probably not until a little later in the year, but I will definitely take Emeka Egbuka. Now I'm hoping my guy at the quarterback position falls to me. Not going to say it just yet, but I am super high on this guy. Because if he stays healthy, and look at that, Dak Prescott gets snagged. That was my guy. Really not the big deal. I like a guy down the board a little later. So now here, it's like, do I pick Ricky Pearsall or do I pick Travis Etienne? I need wide receiver, so I'm going to pick Travis Etienne, even though I do like Ricky Pearsall a lot. I need running back. I think I said wide receiver. I need running back, so give me Travis Etienne. Tyler Warren gets picked. So now I pick 116. I'm literally gonna wait till the very end of the draft to get him. That's how late you can get this guy. I will take a look at the quarterbacks though. Who are the quarterbacks I can get? Drake May. I like Drake May. Don't get me wrong, but I will try to pick Jordan Mason or Ja'Cory. Nope, I'm gonna pick Jaden Higgins. I am very high on Jaden Higgins. I liked him at Iowa State a lot. Him and Jalen Noel are both Iowa State guys on the Houston Texans, but I like Jaden Higgins a lot more than I like Jalen Noel, man. So give me him for sure. Drake May does end up getting picked, so it's gonna leave me with Jalen Wright probably. So I will get Jalen Wright. So now it leaves me with literally just quarterback. You see all these guys. These are all great quarterbacks, man. Don't get me wrong. All great quarterbacks. Tua, Stafford, C.J. Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward. Even though he's a rookie, he's a great quarterback. But instead of all of those guys, I'm not even gonna pick him just yet. Because I think he's gonna fall that far. So now I'll pick 145. I'm not gonna risk it anymore. I will be taking the quarterback I like. This guy is literally gonna go undrafted in pretty much all the leagues. But just in case, I will be taking my guy right here, Bryce Young. 35 fantasy points in the last game of the year, an amazing stretch, high rushing upside, a good quarterback, put in a good offense, finally with a good coaching staff with some weapons and a great offensive line. Trust Bryce Young this year. I know he's my starting quarterback, and that's a little bit of a risk, but I like Bryce Young a lot, man. Trust Bryce Young this year. I don't even really need an elite quarterback. But I trust Bryce Young. 15 to 20 to 25 to 30 points a week. Sometimes Chris Boswell's an easy pick for me. I like Chris Boswell a lot. Yeah, this is an amazing draft, man. The only thing that people are probably going to be like, oh, no, that's not good, is Bryce Young, but I am high on Bryce Young. Just remember me when Bryce Young starts being a top 15, top 10 quarterback in fantasy football next year. So now look at this, right? Christian McCaffrey round 1, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry. 3 running backs off bat, all amazing running backs, all with running back 1 upside. Then taking an elite tight end. Then taking a great wide receiver in DJ Moore. Tyrone McMillan, George Pickens, already explained both of them. Chris Olave, like Chris Olave a lot as long as he could stay healthy. I know people are like, oh, that's a little bit sketchy with Tyler Shaw, Spencer Rattler. I like Chris Olave even if with those quarterbacks. And then you take Tyrone Tracy. Not much to say on Tyrone Tracy, but Emeka Egbuka already explained. Travis Etienne, there's a reason he was picked in round 2 and 3 last year in fantasy football. It's because people believe in this guy, and there's a reason that he finished at running back 3 a couple years ago. It's because he's a great running back. Then you got Jaden Higgins, already explained him. Jalen Wright, I like him as a guy behind Devon Achane. Devon Achane, a couple days ago, got a calf strain. He's going to be sidelined for about a week. Not going to be practicing. So just in case Devon Achane goes down, you're getting Jalen Wright, who's an amazing running back. Even though I probably won't even play him in this, just because he can't touch any of these guys. It's a good trade package right there. And then you get Broncos defense, Bryce Young finally, and then Chris Boswell. That's a great draft. I like this a lot. Take a look at the roster. All these guys, man. This is what you're getting out of the 3 running backs in a row draft. I like this a lot. If you do this, I promise you will win your leagues. Just take my word for it. These guys are all amazing players. I got a feeling on all of them. There's not one player that I don't like in this entire draft. Literally not one player I don't like. I picked all great players in my opinion. The only thing I wish I would have gotten is maybe Dak Prescott instead of Bryce Young. But I do like Bryce Young a lot. It's kind of funny looking at this: Baker, Bo Nix, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, and then Bryce Young. I do like Bryce Young this year a lot, though. Do not forget the fact that Bryce Young is going to be a good quarterback this year. Put your faith in Bryce Young, and I will catch you